listening to 50 Cent as soon as I'm done this stream.
On a side note of taking weirdness into the side of death stuff, have you guys heard of the idea or the concept of what's called indigo children?
No.
Are they purple?
I mean, that depends on.
Indigo is more of a blue.
I was kind of like a pinkish.
It might be. Yeah, it might be more
Are they
blue.
more blue? Because when you say indigo,
How sad are they?
Are we thinking more like? Are we thinking more of a indigo magenta or more of an indigo violet?
So these kids, they have memories of essentially like potential past life stuff, and there's this one kid that he actually went out of his way to find his body and actually bring his murderer to justice. And he found his body with an axe wound essentially to the skull, which was in the same place that he had a birthmark.
Creepy.
Yeah, he found his body in the middle of the woods, buried.
What's this called?
Indigo Children.
I want proof.
This is a show?
Movie.
And then there's this other interesting story about this.
Is this a show? It sounds like a great show. Oh, it's a book.
Anyways.
Oh, no, wait. First thing I see, indigo children. A concept, according to new pseudoscience, is a concept of children.
Anyways, I'm going to interrupt you there. There was another story from there where this kid, he had been family related to someone from the war, and he had met his family essentially in the past, and he had talked about information that only they knew about, and asked about a painting that only the family had made of the kids. There were several paintings, and only the family knew about the extra paintings, and he ended up asking about them and still converses with them, and they ended up getting him that extra copy to see. He was like a fighter pilot for the family that died, I think, during World War II or something like that.
Interesting.
Very interesting. There's a lot of different stories. It's not just like a one instance or a single book. a TV show.
I'm glad you said that because I'm looking into this book and
yeah, it's not just a fucking book.
Lee Carroll seems like a great fiction writer.
Yeah, that's not what I'm talking about.
You're not talking about Children of the Corn, right?
I mean, when I think of you, that's what I immediately think of. So, that we could be.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's like just stuff of nightmares.
If I plague your dreams, then I'm doing something right. If I plague anyone who watches this dreams, I'm doing something right.
You have to try
harder.
harder.
As you sleep. You're lucky.
Try way harder.
Terrifying. Is it John's goal just to infiltrate everyone's dreams? Is that the real reason we're doing this?
Laughing at death. Talking about movies just reminds me of the greatest scene of laughing at death I can think of. Because movies, they have that a lot. That looking at the end and then laughing at it. My favorite has always been Doctor Strangelove. What was that, Jeremy?
That sounds familiar.
Very infamous scene of a guy riding an atom bomb with a cowboy hat.
Oh, yeah.
Going,
yeah.
Say, doesn't Fallout have Fallout Boy or Fallout have something about that, like Atom Bomb Baby or something in the song?
Yeah, Fallout Boy, yeah.
Fallout Boy, but I mean, I mix it up. I meant like the game Fallout. They have like a like the Red Rocket gas station. I think their icon is like a woman riding a fucking nuclear bomb or something like that.
Yeah, it's definitely a reference. That scene's been referenced by a lot of things.
Yeah.
It's also a reference.
Because Doctor Strangelove is a fairly old movie.
But yeah, everyone else laughing at death in old movies that makes you laugh. Anyone?
Oh.
The Joker, Dark Knight. He's hanging from the building at the very end.
But he's not. That's the most metaphysical answer I've ever heard you give me, Jeremy. Because he's not laughing at death in the movie. But if you take that scene as
He-
the last
He
scene,
is when Batman lets him go, he is actually laughing until Batman hits him with the grappling hook and then starts to tear him off.
That's what I'm saying.
But
It's this metaphysical thing because he's not laughing at death, but Heath Ledger, you could say, is laughing at death because he then killed himself 2 weeks later.
Yeah, I mean, not quite. It wasn't 2 weeks because they were filming Dr. Parnassus when you went out.
Doesn't matter. I still feel
that was the role that fucked his brain though. Like that, who was it? I think it was Jack Nicholson that said like, "Don't let that role go to your head."
And Mark Hamill, they both reached out to him.
Yeah, because Joker is a pretty interesting character.
If you interesting is not the word for
it. I think it is.
That's a completely perspective, personality-changing experience.
He's technically the embodiment of laughing at death. Every instance of the Joker laughs at death. That's actually such a good example, Jeremy. Like in Mark Hamill's versions, like every time the Joker's about to die or does something stupid, he just laughs at it. Actually, there's
because he wants to die, not because
the Phantasm when his ex-girlfriend Andrea, as the Phantasm, has him by the chest and he's blowing up the fucking Futureland. He just laughs as the Futureland's igniting in flames. Batman goes to save him, and she teleports them out.
Mm-hmm.
I was just watching the comics for the Dark Knight the other day. It was pretty insane for like the Batman who laughs.
That story is so dark.
Yeah, it is.
It's so good though.
It is so good. That's one of the better Batman stories of like the modern times.
Honestly, like all of the different like Dark Knights of sorts, like is fucking crazy awesome, dude. Like the Dawnbreaker, like the Void version of the Green Lanterns is insane. Like he just summon his will is stronger than the ring, and he's just able to summon creatures of darkness from his ring.
I like the Batman who laughs.
I like the Batman who laughs was like my favorite poster boy. But as I've read this comic, they're all so fucking good, dude.
It's one of my favorite origin comics. One of my favorite new origin comics.
They're one of the Batmans becomes the God of War.
Yeah,
and becomes the Merciless. It's dude, it's so great. Like
the thing about comics is they can get crazy and they can do stuff like that.
It's gotten and then
so short.
There's like essentially like the world ender version of it, which is called Barbados, and he's like a Scylla with like Batman and like Joker heads as his like hydra like tentacle like legs, and they breathe like Joker gas. It's crazy. It looks so awesome. They go like above and beyond.
You ever look at a comic and think how much acid did the artist take this time? Because I used to read a comic series long time ago. It's super hard to find. It's called by Defiant Comics. I can't think of it. It was a small series about.
Is it the zombie one?
No, I have XXX Zombie. That's Image Comics, and I have all of those. That's one of my favorite comic series of all time. XXX Zombie, about a bunch of porn stars that survive a zombie apocalypse. It's really good. But no,
Hilarious.
this one is about. It's like a 4-part series about these this lesser demon who is bored. Heaven and hell have had their war, and there's no more Earth, and so everything is just kind of split apart. And he's bored, and he decides to just go on a rampage, see how powerful he can get. And he just doesn't care if he's going to die, and like everything tries to threaten him with like, "Oh, we'll do this to you." And he's like, "I don't care anymore." It's really good. I remember reading it as a kid, but I could never think of it. The artist style was crazy though. It's just so well drawn. That being said, we'll move on to our final thoughts. I'm going to start actually in graphics for this show, so I'm not just making all the fucking noises with my mouth.
But that makes it so much better.
We were already talking about that too. Remember?
That's the best part.
You start sending me graphics, and I'll do the thing.
So, okay, and then I'll give you my voice, too. So it's still my voice, but it'll be like graphics with horrible things with my voice. then there can't be copyright. It's all me. That being said, laughing at death. Final thoughts. Sarah.
Laugh harder.
I don't know. It happens.
Great
People
thought.
put themselves in bad situations because they're stupid, and then they laugh about them if they are lucky enough to survive.
Nice. Keeping it under a minute. Let's keep it rolling.
Thanks.
Insanieac, under a minute.
If you have the right perspective, death is always funny.
That's
Exactly. Don't be afraid of death.
That's so psychopathic.
I mean, that again,
Psychotic?
perspective.
Psychotic. That would be the word. Why did I think of that?
Don't you judge me after
I thought you were an
said
English
that
major.
death was funnier.
I'll
to
judge
start
you
with.
all I want.
You're the one that literally made this bed.
But doesn't mean I'm going to lie in it.
I'm making
I
you
will
lie
invite you.
Join me.
Come
I
lie
will
in
be
this
the big
bed.
spoon, John.
You
No,
you
I'm
pointed
going
out
to be
this is
the
a
big
bed that
spoon.
exists. It doesn't mean it's the one I.
No, I am the big spoon, and you will lay with me, John. This is how it is going.
Oh, really?
Is
Yes.
that what we're saying now?
Married and gay, married in life, eh?
And in soul.
It's okay.
There we go.
I have rough lips.
I bet you do.
Final thoughts, Jeremy.
You're supposed to put cold water when you shave. That's why.
It's not a fucking thought. And you're Jeremy.
That depends on the hour of the day. What? Never mind. Final thoughts? I don't know. Everybody's gonna die, so there's no hurry. Take your
Unless
time.
you're an idiot, then please run faster.
Hey, they have a whole superhero about that.
Learn
okay?
how to not be such an idiot. That's also an option.
So many people in the world.
I feel like that's a double entendre. How do you learn to not be an idiot when you're already stupid?
I agree.
Like-
I'm literally laughing at that. Well, please learn not to be an idiot. Take time to educate yourself on how much of an
Read a
idiot
book.
you are.
Oh, we're living in a time where parents refuse to educate their own children, and for the last almost 2 years, they've been stuck at home. So
Yeah.
there's that.
Sarah, you say the funniest stuff.
Go read a book.
It breaks me.
Make your children read a book.
And
I
great.
don't want to just condemn people to death because they're stupid.
Well, you kind of did.
Yeah, there's other things you could say that could achieve that, but that's cool.
Grease Goblin.
Learn not to be stupid, guys.
Yeah, that.
That's it.
But no,
Key to life.
death is coming for everyone, and it's unavoidable. So just laugh while you can.
Wow, that was actually
Beautiful.
sentimental. You're a dick.
I mean, if you don't believe it.
Sentimental or just mental?
As for me,
'Cause I heard sentimental, and I was happy about it.
I will leave you with the saying that the likeness has always told me when it comes to the end in the future. Take the foot of chance and thrust it into the groin of the universe until it gives you what you want. And you know what? I love that advice. It is the most truth. If you want something out of the universe, just keep kicking it until it gives you what you want. Yeah.
Makes sense to me.
Okay.
That's it.
Anyone have a shout out for today? Only one.
Oh, do you? You have a shout out?
I said, does anyone? I was asking.
I've got
have a
one.
Shout out.
Just one.
My shout out is what Caden was about to shout out.
Oh, sure it is. I was just going to say, check out Babish Culinary Universe.
Yes, go see them. Tell them
Is that isn't it called Cooking with Babish?
Nope, he rebranded.
Oh, he rebranded. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
go to them and tell them the
he
million
makes a
pounds
bunch of
worth.
fancy foods and
You will be
foods from
watching.
from media and all that.
I am
Yeah.
sorry everyone out there had nothing better to do.
You're not sorry.
Really
You're not
grateful
sorry.
you spent it
It's the
with
biggest lie of the show.
us. God damn
I'm
it, I'm
never
gonna
sorry.
strangle you one day.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much for watching.
Hey, does that sound like the voice of somebody who's sorry?
No, not at all.
Bye everybody.
Be sorry.